Hello everyone, welcome to the U.S. Immigration News. Hope you are doing well. With Donald Trump back in office, the political winds around immigration have shifted dramatically. For lawful permanent residents in the United States, this uncertainty often brings questions and concerns about their rights, travel restrictions, and the possibility of deportation. If you're feeling apprehensive about what the future may hold, you're not alone. In this video, we'll tackle key concerns for green card holders and share practical tips to safeguard your status. So, if you're a permanent resident wondering how to navigate these turbulent times, stay tuned as we dive deep into the key steps you can take to stay on the safe side and continue building your life in the US. Let's get started. If you are liking this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it so that you may get updates straight to your smartphone. Now let's get into the video and get started. Understanding your rights as a permanent resident. As a lawful permanent resident, LPR, you have several protected rights, including the right to live, work, and travel in and out of the United States. However, these rights come with limitations and responsibilities. One critical aspect is travel. Permanent residents generally have the right to re-enter the U.S. as long as they are not deemed inadmissible due to criminal activity, prolonged absences, or other specific violations. But history shows that even green card holders can face hurdles. For example, during the previous Trump administration, the introduction of the Muslim travel ban raised concerns. Although a court decision eventually confirmed that permanent residents could not be barred from re-entering the U.S. under such policies, the situation highlighted the potential for confusion and the need for vigilance. Travel cautions, length of absences and intent. Traveling outside the U.S. is one of the areas where permanent residents must exercise caution. While short trips typically pose no issues, extended or frequent absences can trigger complications. The 1-year rule and re-entry permits. If you stay outside the U.S. for more than 1 year without a re-entry permit, Customs and Border Protection, CBP, officers may argue that you've abandoned your residency. Even if you return after prolonged travel with valid intentions, you could be subjected to additional questioning or secondary inspections. In some cases, CBP officers might even ask you to sign a document voluntarily relinquishing your green card. For example, consider the case of an Iranian permanent resident who left the U.S. for what he thought would be a brief visit to attend a funeral. Unexpectedly, he was detained in Iran for several years. When he returned, U.S. officials challenged his intent to maintain residency. Fortunately, an immigration judge ruled in his favor, recognizing that his extended absence was beyond his control. The lesson here is to document your intent to reside permanently in the U.S., especially during prolonged or unforeseen absences. Frequent short absences. Frequent trips of less than 6 months can also raise red flags. If your travel pattern appears inconsistent with maintaining a U.S. residence, such as spending more time abroad than in the U.S., CBP officers may question your intent to live permanently in the country. To avoid scrutiny, maintain evidence of ties to the U.S., including a lease or mortgage, employment records, and utility bills. This can help demonstrate your commitment to residing in the U.S. Criminal convictions and deportability risks. Another area of concern for permanent residents is the potential impact of criminal convictions. Certain crimes can make you deportable or inadmissible. The distinction is significant. Deportable offenses may lead to removal from the U.S., while inadmissible offenses could prevent you from re-entering after traveling abroad. DUI and other offenses. Historically, offenses such as driving under the influence, DUI, were not automatically considered grounds for deportation. However, there has been growing speculation that stricter enforcement might expand the list of deportable offenses to include DUIs, even those involving no intent or minimal severity. While such changes remain speculative, it's a reminder that permanent residents with any criminal history should consult an immigration attorney before traveling internationally. Proactive steps for protecting your status. If you're concerned about potential risks to your residency, there are practical steps you can take to stay prepared. 1. Consult an immigration attorney. Whether you have concerns about extended travel, criminal records, or the naturalization process, consulting an immigration attorney is a crucial first step. They can provide tailored advice based on your situation and help you avoid pitfalls. 2. Apply for re-entry permits if necessary. If you anticipate spending more than 1 year outside the U.S., apply for a re-entry permit before you leave. This document signals your intent to maintain permanent residency and can protect your status during prolonged absences. 3. Avoid prolonged or repeated absences. If you plan frequent international travel, ensure that your stays abroad are brief and that you spend the majority of your time in the U.S. documenting ties to the U.S., such as maintaining employment, a home, and financial accounts, can strengthen your case if questioned. 4. Conduct a background check before naturalization. For those planning to apply for U.S. citizenship, consider filing a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) request to review your immigration history. This can help identify potential issues that could delay or derail your application. 5. Stay informed about policy changes. Immigration policies can change rapidly, especially during new presidential administrations. Following reputable immigration news sources and maintaining communication with legal professionals can help you stay ahead of developments. The naturalization process: what to expect. If you've decided to take the next step and apply for U.S. citizenship, be prepared for a potentially rigorous process. During the previous Trump administration, the naturalization process experienced significant delays due to increased vetting. While the overall approval rate for citizenship applications remained stable, backlogs caused extended wait times, with some cases taking up to 24 months to process. USCIS conducts thorough background checks on applicants to ensure eligibility. If any discrepancies or issues arise, such as evidence of fraud in obtaining your green card, you could face removal proceedings. For this reason, it's critical to address potential concerns before applying for citizenship. So in the end, it's important to remember that lawful permanent residents generally have less to fear than those without status or with serious criminal records. As long as you follow the rules, maintain ties to the U.S., and seek legal advice when needed, you can continue to live and thrive as a green card holder. The key is to stay informed, prepared, and proactive. In conclusion, while political transitions may bring uncertainty, they also serve as a reminder of the importance of understanding and protecting your rights. By taking a few precautionary steps, such as limiting travel, consulting legal experts, and staying informed, you can navigate these challenges with confidence. Remember, your status as a lawful permanent resident grants you valuable rights and opportunities. Protect them wisely, and don't hesitate to seek help when in doubt. That's all we have for this bulletin. The U.S. Immigration News Channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas, such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. Thank you for visiting us today, and we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to the channel for more U.S. immigration update videos.